Hello, welcome to the Loney Show. I'm your host, John Milone, and in this episode, I've not brought in regulars because busy as always. But as for our guest, she's from Texas, and she is an author, but not just any author. She's a multi-genre author. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I give you DC Gomez.
Hello, darling. How are you today?
Going great. How's life?
Honestly, it's absolutely fabulous. I'm kind of excited. I'm so thrilled to be joining you today.
Okay, nice, nice. Have you been up to much recently?
I am working on another book, so I'm busy writing and creating. So, the life of an author and promoting books. So, it's kind of the fun thing to do right now.
Okay, nice. What kind of books have you written so far?
Most people know me for urban fantasy. So I do humorous, I have quirky characters. I am very much known for lots of action. So one of my known series is that Intern and the Intern's Diaries, and it's based on the Four Horsemen of the Apocalypse. So I will give you a whole bunch of action and a lot of shenanigans in a fun story.
Okay, interesting. And what got you to become an author?
One of the things I tell everyone is I am a storyteller by heart. I've been creating stories for over 30 years, if that's even possible. One of the things that happened, I went to school for film and television and joined the military right after my college career and ended up changing. Life's changed, transition to something else. And one of the things that ended up happening, I found myself almost 6 years ago, was just miserable, completely upset with life. I was living the American dream. I was doing everything you're supposed to, yet I wasn't being creative. So I had to find an outlet to bring that out and to find myself back within the things that I love, which is creating, the passion of putting those things together. And writing just felt very natural. So this is how my journey as a published author began.
Okay, nice. And what do you like about being an author?
The writing part is obviously the most fun. I think every writer will always tell you that we enjoyed truly creating this universe. What I was pleasantly surprised is once you become a published author is the world that comes about when you start meeting people, the one-on-one relationships that you build, that being able to connect with your readers, going to conventions was something that as an introvert, I was pleasantly surprised how much fun I have being out there and talking to the readers and talking books to people.
Okay, nice, nice. And what do you think have been the high and low points of being an author?
Usually for me, the high is being able to connect, being able to see your books on print and seeing, having that feeling like it's like Christmas every day when you see your books come out and be like, oh my God, this actually happened. And having that energy and having absolutely that excitement to have this new book out for people to enjoy. The lows, probably the amount of time that you would take promoting. I don't think I was prepared for that. I was not aware of how much of the impact and how much is up to the author to start creating that brand and being able to put themselves out there. So it has been a challenge and a learning experience for me to be able to say, okay, we're going to do this and this is what we're going to do and how is it going to come about.
Okay, interesting, interesting. And have you thought about writing any more books in a few next few weeks or months or so?
I have a book that will be coming out in this fall. So I have a cross genre that is a urban fantasy post-apocalyptic that I'm getting ready to start that I'm working on. Outline is done already. The main development part has been created. So I have a book that is called Betrayed. I have one of my series is getting ready to kick off with that one as well. So you get a insanely powerful witch with a necromancer cat that are trying to figure it out how they were set up and they were betrayed by this order of humans that just kind of lied to them.
Okay, nice. So, if your mind was an island, what would it look like?
Ooh, that's a really good question. Probably a scattered collection of teepees filled with a whole bunch of hush push stuff. That's probably what my island will look like. You will get a little bit of foodies, you would get a little bit of readers, you would get tons of books, and a collection of little things here and there that probably make no sense if you separated them.
Okay. Cool, cool, cool. So, what was the last book you've read?
Ooh, the last book that I have read, I'm going down my list. What did I just finish reading? I usually go and have multiple books at the same time. Believe it or not, I just finished Kevin Hart's You Can't Make This Shit Up. So I try to switch it between fantasy, urban fantasy, as well as do lots of self help. And I honestly like a lot of autobiography. So Kevin Hart's book, You Can't Make This Shit Up, probably was the last one that I finished. That was quite insightful into the life of Kevin Hart and how he became the person that he is and everything in all his struggles.
Okay. Interesting. And do you ever travel often?
I do lots of traveling for conventions. Well, was doing a lot more prior to COVID, obviously. So yes, I do lots of traveling. I've done a lot more in Texas, but I do have one coming up in July that I'll be going to Savannah. So I tend to kind of try to expand my horizons in terms of traveling for work and then combine to traveling for pleasure. So if you let me travel for pleasure, I will be all over the place.
All right. Cool, cool. And what has been your favorite convention so far?
I have two that usually come to mind. I have been invited twice to one in Corpus Christi, which is Team Book Fest in Corpus Christi. It is an amazing convention put together by the librarians down there. There's a day event. They treat authors amazingly. And it's all about connecting with the youth and giving those students in high school from all over the area an opportunity to meet new authors that have brand new books that they can actually connect. For adults, this is going to be my third year attending. I do literally love Savannah and is a week-long convention for readers. It is focused specifically to give them that amazing interaction to we do games, you do events, you do readings, you do everything you can possibly imagine to connect with the readers. It has been one of the most amazing experiences because I get to play and talk to people all about books who are passionate about books. So those have been amazing.
Okay. Excellent, excellent. What's your favorite season?
I am a fall spring kind of girl. I can manage through the summer in Texas, which is usually between 90 to 100. I can survive that. But my preference is always going to be a 75-degree kind of weather.
Okay. Interesting. Are you a cat person or a dog person?
I am a cat person by accident. I don't know how that happened, but I have one cat. And considering how much I mention cats in my books, people think I have an entire herd of them, but just one. I'm definitely a cat person.
Okay. Cool, cool, cool. What was the stupidest joke you've ever heard?
Oh God. I don't know if I remember. I usually get people telling me lots of puns, and I tend to just kind of sit there and stare like, oh, that wasn't funny. The stupidest one, oh, wow. I might have to tap out on that one. That's going to take me a while.
Okay, that's cool. That's fine. It's all cool. It's all chill.
Thank you.
What is the one thing you can't live without?
Besides books?
Yeah, besides books, of course.
Okay, besides books, the one thing, unfortunately, I think right now I will have to say my phone. I am attached to that thing probably because of my business and the fact that I live away from my family. So it's the only way for us to stay in touch. So I will have to say phone.
Yeah, yeah, that's completely understandable. I mean, what else can we do besides using technology these days?
It has become a blessing and a curse. We're so dependent on it that you'd be surprised when it goes down. Like, go to a place and you don't have Wi-Fi. And the first thing you go in, I'm like, oh my God, what am I going to do today?
Yeah. Where do you see yourself 20 years from now?
Ideally, hopefully somewhere in a beach, just reading books and chilling. That would be amazing.
Okay. Cool, cool, cool. Is there any place around the world that you haven't been to yet, but you just really want to go there?
I have two places right now. On top of my list is Australia. Like I want to go bad. And then Florence, Italy is top of my list. Those are amazing things. I'm infatuated with the Renaissance era.
Okay. Yeah, I do love a bit of Renaissance every now and then.
It's fun.
Oh, yes, it sure is. Now, why do you think Team Banana is the best team to be on?
What are my other options for teams?
No, what? No, what? Sorry. What I'm asking is, why do
Okay.
you think being on Team Banana is the best team to be on?
Oh my God, that is hard. Do I have to have an answer?
I mean, you don't have to, but if you do have an answer, that'd be great.
I don't think I do. I don't think I'm familiar enough. I'm like, I don't know. That's not. And if we're talking about the fruit banana, I'm like, I don't eat bananas,
Yeah,
so I don't know.
yes, it's banana. That's what I'm saying.
Can I? Okay, I'm just making sure. I was like, can I beat like Team Mangoes? I like mangoes better.
Oh, Team Mango's a lot better.
Yeah, I was like, I might have to tap out, and that one's like, doesn't have
Yeah,
to be bananas.
yeah, it's fine. Yeah, nice to see there's a different diversity of opinions, which I really appreciate.
Yes, I'm definitely more of the tropical fruit kind of girl. So if we have some mangoes in there, I'm your girl. I'll even take avocados. That's how wild it is.
Yeah, absolutely. What is the most comfortable piece of clothing you own?
Without a doubt, I have a pair of yoga pants that is absolutely amazing. And is the thing when I need to get inspired to write and just want to be comfy, those are the things that I wear. Just lounge around the house and wear yoga pants and a comfy t-shirt. So yes.
Okay, nice, nice. If you could live anywhere in the world, where would you want to live in?
It would be a toss-up between San Diego and the Dominican Republic. I would definitely go back home. Like the island is beautiful, the weather is perfect. But yes, those will be two of my two places.
Love it. Do you think a dog is a sandwich?
Repeat that again?
Do you think a hot dog is a sandwich?
No, sorry. I don't know what it will fall under, but it's definitely not a sandwich. It's just a hot dog.
Okay, I agree. It's certainly not a hot dog. It's just a sausage wrapped around a bun.
Yeah, that's not a sandwich.
Yeah, yeah. What superpower do you wish you could have?
I would love to be able to time travel. I think that would be amazing.
Okay, that's nice.
Mhm.
That leads into my next question. If you could travel back in time, what decade would you want to live in?
I would love to visit a few decades. I don't know if I want to live any other one but us. Like I love the convenience that we have right now, but I would love to visit like the 60s and see how that movement went. And I would love to go back probably ancient Egypt just to take a look, but I wouldn't want to live in any of those.
Hmm. Okay. Okay. Interesting choice. Have you met any interesting people throughout your life?
I've had the pleasure of meeting a lot of veterans from the military, and that has truly changed my perception of what people will sacrifice for and the things that they would do for their country and for their families. So I'm really, really blessed to have that opportunity and see all the things they have done.
Hmm. Okay. Cool. 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 If you had to get rid of a holiday, which would you get rid of?
As much as I enjoy holidays, I will probably get rid of Labor Day because I don't understand why we have a holiday when it's about work. So I will probably get rid of that one here in the US.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't get it either. It's probably best if it's just like, shoo shoo, chuck it in the bin.
It's such a contradiction. Why do we have a holiday when you're bragging about working? I was like, really? Can we just? No, that doesn't make sense to me.
It makes no sense. Why celebrating a holiday about work?
Yeah, I was
When
like, shouldn't we be working instead of taking the day off? So yeah, I'm
yes,
confused about that one.
exactly. Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah. I don't get that really. If someone wrote about you, what do you think its title would be?
Probably Contradictions and Shenanigans would be a good title.
Hmm. Okay. Great. Great. Who was the last person you've talked to?
Hmm. Does it count if it's online or does it have to be face to face?
Online or face to face? Either way.
Okay. Online, I talked to one of my good friends probably as early as 6 o'clock in the morning so he could wish me a fabulous day and a great interview. So that was the last person I talked to.
Okay, that's nice. That's nice.
Hmm.
Did you have any role models growing up?
We moved from the Dominican Republic, so one of our old president slash amazing leader in the country, Juan Bush, was a great role model. And more recent, more close to my life, obviously, probably my father. He's amazing, and the way he talks to people and he cares about people has always inspired me.
Okay, that's nice. That's nice. If you had to pick between skydiving, bungee jumping, or scuba diving, which one would you choose?
Probably scuba diving because I'm afraid of heights.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah. How did you spend your last birthday?
I had a book release party for my last birthday. My parents came down from Massachusetts and we had a huge shindig. I had readers come out. So birthdays are fun. I just don't like being the center of attention for them. So I tend to combine them with other things so I can kind of get over it.
Okay. Okay. So, if your life was a meal, what would it be?
Ooh, probably a fruit salad. You get a little bit of everything in there.
Hmm. Okay. Interesting. Which pizza topping do you most relate to?
Hmm. Probably pineapples if you like Hawaiian pizza.
Okay.
Since
Okay.
since it's not for everybody, but those who like it love it.
All right. That's fair. What's your favorite season?
Spring, spring and fall are definitely my favorite season.
Okay. That's nice. What kind of music do you often listen to?
If I need to get motivated, I would do hip hop. If I'm trying to just relax, I would do big band 1950s, 1940s music.
Okay. Great options, actually. I love that.
It's a little bit of everything.
Yeah, that's very diverse. I like it. Do you have any bad habits you want to get rid of?
Overcommitting. I tend to say yes to a lot of things and then I'm running around like a chicken with my head cut off trying to get everything done.
Yeah, to be honest, I'm kind of like the opposite. My problem is I can't be asked doing anything, so I think I want to push myself doing more stuff than just like, chilling wherever.
I don't know, we might need to split it. I'll give you some of mine and you give me some of your chill. Life would be great.
Yep, problem solved.
I like it.
Yes, I love it. Would you consider yourself to be an extrovert or an introvert?
As hard it is for people to believe, I am an introvert.
Okay. Yeah, I'm like that too, but I don't mind socializing, but again, I like time to myself at times. So yeah, a bit of both.
I'm glad you understand. That's usually that balance. I needed both. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. If you could host a talk show, who would you have on?
I would love to have Rachel Ray so we can talk about food.
Ooh, okay.
Mm.
What kind of food you would like to talk about?
Anything. I am addicted. If I could get Rachel Ray and Paul Hollywood together, I think that would be amazing. Like how to get them two in the same room and then have them cook something. Oh my God, it would be fabulous.
Oh, that's great. Love it. Where do you see yourself 30 years from now?
Oh, wow. I'll be in my 70s, hopefully alive. How about that?
I mean, yeah, close enough.
I'll take that. Like, let's just go. Let's just stick with living.
Yes. 70s.
Yeah, and not somewhere in a hospital, like really well and healthy and still hiking and exercising. That would be amazing.
I agree. So, have you been on any interesting trips, like in the past week or so?
Unfortunately, no, not in the past week. No, I'm trying to think. I was like, haven't been anywhere fun, unless you count the grocery store. That's about it.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Do you like spicy food?
To a certain degree, I have moved to Texas, so I get a whole bunch of the hot and spicy Tex-Mex. I can do it in small portions.
Okay, that's fair. I mean, I like spicy food, but sometimes I get too carried away with eating too much spicy food, if you know what I mean.
Yes, and then you end up going, oh God, what do I do? Hmm.
Yeah,
Understand.
yeah. But I think over the years I've built kind of immune to spicy food, so no matter how spicy it is, if I eat it, I was like, yeah, so well, it's a bit of tingly sensation, but that's about it.
Oh yeah, you already have been climatized to it, so you can have it and handle it. That's a good thing.
Oh yes, absolutely. If you had to pick any character in a book, movie, or TV show, who is most to you?
That's a tough one. I am probably the girl that tends to say yes and take adventures on, but I'm not very physically active. So I will probably like to be Belle from Beauty and the Beast.
Hmm. Okay. Belle.
Just give
That's yeah. Cool. Cool.
Yeah, give me a library with books. Yeah, I'll take on a challenge. Just give me some books.
Okay. Great. What was the weirdest nickname you?
I don't have a lot, but I was given the nickname one of my friends used to call me Sil from the movie Species. I was like, thanks. I'll make a note of that.
Hmm. Okay. Okay.
Hmm.
What do you think takes a lot of time, but it's definitely worth it?
Homemade meals, I think, is always worth to actually go ahead and get in the kitchens every once in a while and just make anything from scratch. That's always a pleasant and amazing experience.
Oh yes. What was the strangest dream you've had?
I normally don't remember my dreams, so anytime I do, they tend to be strange. My last one, I was flying and falling, so I don't know if there's a dream specialist that can tell me what that means, but yes.
Yeah, I think a lot of people get loads of dreams like that. You just fall for whatever reason, like, oh, I'm falling now. But yeah, it happens.
And there's no, yeah, and there's no connection to anything. You're just going, and that meant what? Why am I doing? Yes,
You just fall into the abyss.
that's pretty much it. And wake up paranoid.
Yeah. What do you disagree with most frequently?
Hmm. I normally try to avoid arguments. The one thing I tend to disagree is when people try to give others a guilt trip. I don't really appreciate it. You know, it's just you don't have to agree with everything, but you don't have to make people guilty for not doing what you want.
Oh, yes, I hate those. Why do people do that? I just don't understand.
We're becoming the culture that people want you to take a side. And if you don't, they just want to make you feel guilty about it. You're like, I don't care that much. It will be okay. Just don't make me feel bad about it.
Yeah, exactly. What's the best way to start the morning?
With meditation, at least for me, I always start with a meditation exercise.
Ah, yes, meditation is always good to start the morning.
It grounds your entire day.
Yeah. Most of the responses I get, people always start the morning with drinking coffee, and yeah, off they go.
I am not a coffee drinker, so I can usually survive. If I have very little sleep, I might do tea every once in a while, coffee, but I cannot start my day without meditating.
Okay, I respect that. I love it.
Hmm.
What is the best way to travel?
I prefer flying, even though I actually am terrified. I know a lot of people love to drive. I rather not. I'd rather have somebody else take me somewhere and drop me off, and I'll be pleasantly happy with that.
Okay, great. Do you have any regrets in life?
Probably the biggest one is taking myself very seriously when I was younger. If I would have realized life was not as complicated as I've made it, I probably would have enjoyed it a lot more.
Okay. Where and when? Sorry, where did you witness the most amazing sunset?
I was in the mountains in Arkansas, overlooking as I was literally on a retreat overlooking kind of that place. So I think Arkansas has some of the most amazing sunrises and sunsets. So yes.
Oh yes, I absolutely agree with that. How much time do you spend on the internet?
Unfortunately, since I run my business a lot, on average anywhere between 3 to 4 hours a day at least. So yeah.
Yeah, yeah, it happens, but
Mhm.
you got to do what you got to do and just go with the flow, you know?
It happens. Not complaining too much about it.
Yeah, yeah. If you can make one wish right now, what would it be?
Mm, I will wish for better health care for people in our communities. I think one of the things that we can help our society out is by making them feel safe and healthy.
Okay. Yeah, well, I like that. Great answer. What do you think is the best way to stay motivated?
Sometimes you have to motivate yourself. So it means, if it means looking in the mirror and giving yourself a pep talk, you should. Because a lot of the times I think we wait for others to motivate us, and that usually doesn't happen. So self motivation, even if you have to make fake it till you make it, sometimes you got to do it that way.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. And that is all we have for this episode. It was great having you here, DC, talking about your works as an author, how you got started, uh, high and lows, and everything else. It's been amazing.
I so appreciate it. Thank you so much, darling.
Anytime. And until next time, stay tuned for more.